So How to Make a Killing is a new movie with Glenn Powell. It's kind of like a drama action type of movie. But yeah, I actually saw it a couple weeks before its release because they had the Mystery Movie Monday at my local theater, which is kind of cool. If you don't know, it's where you pay $5 and you don't know what movie you're seeing, and it's a movie that hasn't come out yet, and it was How to Make a Killing. And I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I know it got kind of a lot of hate from some of the critics. They said it was kind of like mid. I personally had a great time. If I'm just starting this channel, so I know there's probably no one watching, but if you are watching, one thing I will say is I honestly kind of hate critics or the way that they view movies. They kind of pick them apart in ways where I don't agree with. I just think if I had a good time watching the movie, I think it was a good movie. And How to Make a Killing was a pretty good movie. It's a movie about Glenn Powell. He is the youngest descendant of a family who is worth billions of dollars. I can't exactly remember the exact dollar amount, but it's a lot of money. He's the youngest member of a very, very wealthy family. And his mom was disowned from the family, and so he doesn't really have a relationship with them. She's dead, but now he has to figure out how he's going to get the inheritance. So what does he do? He decides to start killing each family member one by one until he gets the inheritance. And it's just a really fun time. It's like starting off, he kills the first person, and then I don't want to go into too many spoilers, but the kills kind of get more and more obscure as it goes on. And he has to kind of get more creative because, he's obviously under investigation and stuff. And he has to figure out a way to kind of evade the consequences of the murders that he is committing. And yeah, the movie's just, there's a lot of narration and a lot of voiceover, but I was honestly pretty entertained the entire time. There's Glenn Powell, and then the girl from The Substance. I should probably learn her name, but she was also great in it. She kind of plays a crazier kind of lady. She's a little bit out there, but she did a great job. All the actors were great. Because his mom was disowned, he has to find a way to make friends with all of his rich family members, and he gets pretty creative with the way he does that. And that's pretty cool to see the way he does it, because he's kind of a criminal mastermind in the movie, if that makes sense. And yeah, it's pretty entertaining to see him do that. Topher, I can't remember, the dude from That 70s Show is in it, and he did a great job as well. He plays kind of like, he's a preacher, but he's kind of a preacher for a mega church, and he's a little bit fishy, so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, the movie basically just shows him killing each family member one by one in order to get the money. One thing I really appreciated about the movie is the jumps back and forth in time, so it kind of shows him in the future at the beginning, and then he's narrating what happened, and then it explains what happened. And the pacing was pretty good. I thought I wasn't bored for any of it. I want to say it's about a 2-hour movie, and didn't feel like that because my ideal length for most movies is about an hour and a half. More than 2 hours, depends on the movie, but most of the time I'm probably not going to want to sit through that. I will if I have to, but I might get a little bit bored for anything above the 2-hour mark. 3 hours, forget it. I'll probably watch that in 2 separate showings, which I feel like we should normalize that, going to the movies twice, especially for those of you that don't know, the Regal Unlimited Pass. If you go to movies all the time, get the pass. It's like $22 a month. It might be 25 now, I don't know. But you can go to as many movies as you want, and I use it, I want to say I go like 3 or 4 days a week to the movies. So definitely, if you go to the movies a lot, check it out. It's awesome. But the pacing was pretty good. I wasn't bored. I was watching it. I was wondering what was going to happen next, wondering how he's going to either get away with it or not get away with it, not to give spoilers. But yeah, it was a really fun time. There's action, there's drama, there's good interpersonal relationships between the actors. They have really good chemistry on screen. Everybody did a really good job. And one thing about it, the ending, I almost was kind of pissed off at the ending when I felt like they were going one direction, and then they totally won me over at the end. And I was like, you know what? That's awesome. And it's also kind of a realistic ending. And it was pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I really like the ending. So yeah, How to Make a Killing. Good movie. Check it out. Overall, really good movie. I liked it. I wouldn't say it's like the best movie ever, but I'm gonna give this one a solid B. So you should check out How to Make a Killing.